Shalom, shalom. I'm Barbara, and I'm always short and sweet. FANGS and the Vatican. Here's the question. Why does the Pope Paul VI audience hall in Vatican City look like a serpent? Well, the name Vatican means divining serpent, and that's from the Latin Vatis, meaning diviner, and can equals serpent, fulfilling Revelation 13:2. And the dragon, that serpent, gave him, the Roman Catholic Church Pope, his power, his throne, and great authority. The Vatican, the seat of the serpent. Satan's seat is identified as the serpent. Inside the Vatican, there's two buildings constructed in the image of a snake, the Basilica and Paul VI Audience Hall. In the Pope Paul VI's Audience Hall lies partially in Vatican City and partially in Rome, Italy. It was built in 1971 by Pier Luigi Nervi. It seats 6,300 people. It contains a bronze statue called La Resurrection, designed by Priscilla Fazzini. And both the interior and exterior design of the building was purposely designed to resemble a serpent's head. And the audience is literally getting information from the serpent's mouth. And it's like a sick joke. The church is fully aware of exactly what it means, and they're the ones that invented these symbolisms. Here it is again on the inside. You see all the texture looks like a snake, the big eyes, and then up front the fangs, and that's where the Pope sits. Here's a close-up of what is behind the Pope, where the Pope sits there. It's a big statue sculpture. It's located there, and it's called the Resurrection of Jesus. But some have called it a demonic idol in the Vatican because of how demonic and serpent-looking it is. It is a scary thing to look at. And but the Catholic Church says it's just the work of Fazzini representing Jesus coming out of a nuclear bomb crater. Well, this statue is 23 feet tall and 66 feet long. And you'll see all these dead skeletons and bones up underneath the picture that's supposed to be Jesus coming out of a crater. And some even say the head up there looks like a serpent's head. Well, the Vatican and the audience hall, the inside view, as we've showed you, there's the eyes, there's the fangs. It looks like serpent skin. There it is again. And here's the eye. It even has the slit in the middle like a serpent eye. And here's what it looks like from the Pope's view looking out. It still looks like a serpent from this end looking back. Here's the outside of the audience hall. And you can see the back is curved like a snake, and it's shaped like a snake. And you know, part of it is in Rome, part of it in Vatican City, but the mouth of the snake is in Vatican City. So from the inside, fangs and slits of the eye design to the outside snake head architecture with a mouth, it is clear that the audience hall was designed to look like a snake. And in Genesis, the snake is introduced as more cunning than any of the creatures of the field that Yahweh Elohim had made, Genesis 3:1. And then again in the book of Revelation, Revelation 12:9 and 22, it talks about Satan. He's called the ancient serpent. And so that refers us back to the book of Genesis, doesn't it? So in the New Testament, the snake is Satan, and in the Old Testament, the serpent is Satan. So when you begin to consider what the Pope's audience hall is truly saying, it becomes very clear that the Pope is speaking from the mouth of a snake. He stands in front of the mouth and he speaks. So are you listening to this symbolism here? Satan is telling those of humanity with the eyes to see that this is what's happening, and he's behind it all. And Yeshua said, when he warned us about fruit, he said, you will know a tree by its fruit. And this is just some of the spiritual fruits behind the tree of the spirit of Roman Catholicism. So remember, Hosea 4:6 says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And if you are Catholic, please know this is shared out of love for you, of things that are in God's Word in the Holy Bible. So please like if this is a blessing to you, and share it with your friends that love Yeshua. And remember, Revelation 18:4 says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. Remember, I'm short and sweet, and I'll be back next time, Yah willing. Thank you so much for being here today.